It's a challenging day for a lot of our strategies, especially on the E-mini Nasdaq. 25K portfolio hit a new equity peak today with Night Trader hitting its profit target on this sharp move higher. And then Fed Chair Powell spoke and lots of choppiness. Market sold off, was rescued, and then is trying to sell off here into the close and is rescued. So just a straight up month, and we seem to be in that mode, probably be in that mode until the end of the month at least. SR counter trend, nice trade, gap continuation, lost on the day. Overall, up on the 25K, 50K portfolio. That was a highlight portfolio today. Other portfolios gave back some of the gains from yesterday. All Strategy Access 1, Cobra 3, Mini S&P minus 625. SR counter trend 2, Mini S&P, we already talked about this in the 25K portfolio. Kind of this parabolic move in the stock indexes, brushing up right up into, it says that parabolic shape, right into 3,500 as we come into the end of the month. And so we will, the market is closing now, so we will be, we'll be keeping an eye on these levels, 3,500, and let's take a look here. So market's 34.80, 20 points away. The high 34.98, 25. Tick count trend to 2. Tough day yesterday. Had a couple of nice trades today. Just some scalp type trades, short and then long, plus 280, 250. And we had adaptive moving average, minus 925. A lot of chop up here. It did a great job capturing these moves right here, from this long trade to this long trade to this long trade, boom, boom, boom. And up here, choppy day. Fed speak right up here at 3,500 in front of Jackson Hole. And he spoke at 9:10 Eastern Time, 20 minutes before the market. That's when we begin his speech, which is earlier than normal. And so we see a little bit of effects on that. The S&P still up on the day by 3 points. The Nasdaq futures are down about 64. They've been on fire, crossing above 12,000. And that was an old down number, so it's strange to see 5-digit number in the Nasdaq. A 60-minute breakout ES. We've talked about this in the NQ. It's really done great in the ES as well. It's been that kind of market. When you have this parabolic market, you need a breakout strategy. And here we go. Not sure if this one will end up being profitable, but it is taking the long trades here, breaking out. And we went over gap continuation earlier, down on the day, minus 325 on gap continuation 2020. Gap continuation 2019 had more losses, but after a big day yesterday. So we'll take this plus 2,500 plus on one day, the next day minus 325. We'll take that. And SR counter trend 2, V2, 1M, 5M, and 15M. All did well, plus 475, plus 475, plus 475. The SR counter trends did not do as well on the Nasdaq. You'll see that in the next workspace. A lot of the Nasdaq strategies struggled. AT 2020 NQ minus 725, SR counter trend 2, E-mini Nasdaq minus 825. Just needed a larger stop loss, really, and it would have hit its profit target. Asia 4 long ES, this has been in the trade since yesterday. Plus 325 open position, 60-minute breakout NQ. After a big day yesterday, up again today, plus 575. Just finishing that trade from yesterday, and you see plus 575 because we were down, I guess, on this. A lot of the gain was from yesterday. So got in 11,965. Was up 425 at the close yesterday on the open position, and then hit another 575 today. So just a big run of the breakout strategies this month. It's important to have those types of strategies in this type of market. We haven't seen this type of market in a while, so but those type of strategies do work. So a lot of the SR counter trends really, really did poorly today. You see them just getting stopped out the lows. A little bit larger stop loss would have had profit targets on these. Minus 825 here. On the 1M, 5M, and 15M, minus 825, minus 825. And then the V2M, 1M ES, plus 475. the 5-minute plus 475, and then the NQ 1 minute minus 825, minus 825, and minus 825. So a beating, kind of a beating today in the Nasdaq. A lot of whipsawing and really choppy price action after Jay Powell spoke, and we were up in the 12,000 category. So the market has been extremely hot. It needs to cool off just a little. You'd think there'd be at least a down day here and there, and we're getting one today. Unusual to see a down day lately, but we're getting one today. Minus 212.50 a Cobra Euro 2 doesn't trade much, but one of our favorite Euro strategies. Minus 625 Cobra Euro 4. Just a lot of volatility. You see this volatility because Jay Powell spoke. This is when he was speaking, a lot of volatility. New stance on inflation. The Fed wants inflation to run a little bit hotter. Gold Flash got beat up today, minus 1950. Did the opposite of what you would have thought. And so if there's going to be more inflation, you would expect commodity prices to move higher. Asia Gold 4 also lost last night, minus 1,025. And SR Countertrend 4 RBOB minus 844. Tough day across the board. Glad we're having a great month though, and glad we had equity peaks yesterday in 4 of the portfolios. Minus 505 on Cobra Crude Aggressive. Asia Gold 4 2020 minus 1,025. Cobra Gold minus 625. All Strategy Access 5. No trades. All Strategy Access 6. We had 60-minute breakout short, minus 275. You see the, it's interesting. You know, you try to short it, boom, reverse. Try to short it, boom, reverse. Try to short it, we get the trade, minus 275 on the day. Really, just a really aggressive bid. There's this rescue mission in the market. Seems like an infinitely large buyer can prop this market up from anywhere. And so it seems like, it's something with the Federal Reserve or the Treasury Department continues to prop this market up like it needs to be rescued even when it has small dips at the high. So pretty extreme. Gap continuation 2019, 3 losses in a row, minus 975 on the day. Yesterday it was up 2765. So that's how this strategy works. Has lots of small losers, and then it can get a good runner, and that we know the history of that. So those are the trade. Tick fader, a nice short here. Dynamic tick pullback, no trades. The blue ticks led the red ticks most of the day, so that's unusual. We don't typically see that. We've typically seen the market rally on bearish ticks, and so now we're seeing bullish ticks. But the market is weak on the Nasdaq, so the Nasdaq tends to trade the opposite of the market internals these days. Advanced decline line was up today, Nasdaq down, so inverse. The Nasdaq trades inverse to the market internals. So those are the trades on the day. Tough day across the board for most strategies and most portfolios, with the highlight being the 25K, 50K portfolio. Some of the SR Countertrend strategies did well. Night Trader did well, but overall a challenging day, and like I said yesterday, we were at equity peaks in a lot of the portfolios. So very good month overall across the board, and those are the trades on August the 27th, 2020. Tomorrow is Friday. Will be interesting to watch how the month closes as we roll into the last 2 trading days, tomorrow and Friday for the month of August. And the month of August, the end of July was just chop, 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 and now the month of August is kind of straight up. And so it'll be interesting to see as we go into September what regime change will exist and which strategies will perform. And that's why we have a diverse set of strategies, because we don't know what the market's going to do. We don't know the type of market we're going to be in. And so different strategies do well in different market environments, and that's why we like diversity.